And welcome back to the Daily News. Dr. Debi Lynes has joined us in this new year.
Yes,
Happy
2023. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. But we're talking about a pretty serious topic today. We're talking about, as you know, new year, new you. We want to be healthy. And we talked about kind of food addictions last time.
We did.
And now we're talking about actually addiction, whether it's to alcohol or we were just talking about vaping and drugs and all of that. So
yes, she's trying to recover from our conversation.
I was just like, oh, I didn't realize that was going on.
I love it. Well, let me say this about addiction. In today's world, there's kind of a shift in the way we address addiction. And it's really looked at on a spectrum, okay? Do you use substance? Do you abuse substance?
Right.
Or are you dependent on it? And when we talk about a dependence, are you physiologically dependent on it?
Right.
Meaning if I stop the substance, I'm going to have shakes or I'm going to have seizures, I'm going to have some kind of physiological issue that goes on.
Right.
A psychological dependence may not seem like it's as difficult, but it's equally as bad. My sleep's disrupted, my mood's disrupted, am I irritable?
Right.
So dependence can take a lot of different shapes and forms. And Robyn, one of the things that I would love, I know she tries to get a word in edgewise, but
well,
you know.
that I like that definition of addiction. Would you read that?
I will. We talked about addiction shouldn't really be called an addiction. It should be called a ritualized, compulsive, comfort-seeking activity.
Right.
And when you think about really what we're doing, we were talking about, you know, having a glass of wine. You know, do we do it ritualized for social reasons? Probably.
Yeah.
Compulsively? Sure. It's what we do on Saturday night.
Right.
Exactly. Sure. And then to comfort seek? Yes, it's social and it's
relaxing.
engaging.
Yep.
At what point does that shift?
Yeah, and so that's the big question. When does it become truly an addiction where you can't stop, I guess?
So again, where is it that when do we seek help?
When do we seek help? That's a better question.
Let's do it that way, okay?
Yeah.
I think a couple of things. When it has a negative impact on your quality of life.
Okay, that's huge.
It really is, because it doesn't...
Personally and professionally.
That's exactly right. And personally can be, my husband says every time I have 2 glasses of wine, I tell him all the things he's done for 17 years that were wrong.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and it really is hurts and is impacting my marriage. Okay, well maybe I need to just pay attention.
Yep.
Okay, and then DUIs, any kind of trouble with law, school, work, anything like that.
Right.
So what do I do?
So what do you do?
Well, it used to be that there were just very little, it was all or nothing. You either had a drink or you didn't. Right. You either did this or you didn't. It was an abstinence, which works for most people, and we know it works because you're not doing any of the substance. In today's world, there's also something called harm reduction and seeking safety. And harm reduction is an evidence-based treatment, and it's basically helping the person recognize that if you can cut back, reduce the amount of harm, and then always be safe with what you're doing, whether you have an accountability partner, whether you're self-monitoring. There are just a lot of ways to skin that cat. And also having someone that you talk to.
Well, I was just going to say, someone like you.
Yes, and primary care physicians. I mean, there are a lot of people, I think, that are well-versed in the field of substance use and abuse right now. One of the things we were chatting about in the last 36 seconds is watch your kids.
Watch your kids.
Lots of nicotine vaping right now. And I think awareness and education is the key.
Right, and marijuana.
Yeah, lots of cannabis out there, and it's not...
and it's now legal, basically.
And it's not old school marijuana. It's not the 1%.
You said it's more...
Yeah, not 1% THC now. We're looking at 87% THC. I'm just a bearer of wonderful news. But we've got the evidence. We know what to do, and there is help and hope.
Okay, help and hope. Thank you so much, Debi. I appreciate your great advice. Always, this is an important topic, and we need to continue to address it throughout the year in the Mind Your Health segment.
There you go. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll be right back with more Daily News. Don't go away.